Hi everybody, how are you? I'm at the Marriott in Auburn, Mass, and at a meeting, hoping to be back in New York by tomorrow. Hope all is well. And as usual, I always have some kind of information for the younger folks, the youths. Education, of course, this is what I talk about on numerous occasions. Whatever I say has to involve some kind of educational information. So I would like to say to the youths that be aggressive, try to be what you want to be, and when whatever your choice is, make sure that its contribution to a greater life. We're here to enhance life. We're here to make things better for generations to come. But unless we do our part, they will never be able to experience that greatness. So let's take a look at what we're good at, then we can work towards it. I'm always, relating life in itself to a mathematical model. And one model that I'm thinking about right now is concentric circles. And we were all born with a certain level or no information. So I'm thinking of a circle with a center that can take on several different radii. So it can be spread out. So from the inception, from the start of things, the radius is very small. But as we grow, this radius seems to extend outwards. So the band or the circumference that encircles us will all depend on our application throughout life. So where does it start? At the core, which is the center of the circle, is where you develop ambition, energy, what must I say, confidence, competence, and drive. So the combination of that is what makes up the core, and we use these as our drivers to go outwards. So how do we do that? With ambition, of course, that's developed while you grow, while you life, the influences around you will develop ambition. So from ambition, of course, drive will be there, and that will also depend on the environment that you were raised in. So we get drive. So what do we do with the drive? With ambition and drive, we go out there and we search for knowledge, search and find knowledge. If we search, find, and apply the knowledge that we have gathered, then we move to another level, which is competence. So competence is where you start getting educated. So with competence, and repeatedly we do good with our level of competence, we develop confidence. Confidence, one of the greatest attributes to have for success. So with confidence, our levels or the circle keeps shifting. The radius of each circle start to shift out. So we have moved from being in a certain circumference or a certain area of the multiple circles and move outwards in bigger circumferences or bigger areas. So with the confidence, what kicks in is competition. Competition, there's a word of warning when it comes to competition, because competition is forked, can be forked. What do I mean by forked? It can take on different directions. Competition can be both positive and negative. If positive competition, then you're energized, and that's fed back into that circle to ambition. So with that, your level or the boundaries of your circumference gets shifted again, and the cycle goes round and round and round. With negative competition, that's just a different ball game. With negative competition, you're weighted down and you remain within certain boundaries. So no matter how much ambition you have, if you're weighted down with negativity, then of course you're going to be contained within certain boundaries. So it's on you to lift your boundaries by the practicing of positive competition. So let's get it. If the competition is positive, then we're energized. It teaches us that, for example, if John Brown is doing well, and we accept the fact that John Brown is doing well, and we would like to be like John Brown, and we go out there and try to find information to, more or less measure up or go along positively, not measuring up to say, well, finding excuses for John Brown. But try and find excuses for yourself and say, what do I not? I'll take that back and not say excuses, but try and find reasons why you're not excelling as well as your, I wouldn't call her peers now, but somebody who, you associate with a lot. It's on you to dig in and find the reasons and make sure that you use that information to move and gather in the necessary tools to move ahead. So to the youths, education is a key. And to even grown people, success depends a lot on your knowledge base, which is education. But I'm more trying to get to the younger folks, and try to reiterate that life is dependent on us. We have our contributions to make to life. And whenever we fail, it's not an individual failure. It's more than an individual failure. So we have to harm ourselves with information, do well, and pass on information to the next generation who can, and then this will be a never-ending line, and success will be the end result. I want to say this talk is about education, and I need to say something about IvanEttie after school and tutoring services. IvanEttie and after school and tutoring services is a place where information models practice. So if you're in need of any additional direction in achieving your goals or in going along your educational path, then reach out to IvanEttie. I may be reached at 914-447-1819. Again, it's IvanEttie After School and Tutoring Services at 914-447-1819. Thank you. God bless you, and we'll be talking.